Welcome to Inland Empire Baseball, coming to you worldwide at 66ers.com. Now, here's the voice of the Sixers, Steve Wendt.
And a good evening to you from the Diamond here in Lake Elsinore, where tonight the Inland Empire 66ers go for their sixth consecutive win, and if they can do it, that would be a season best. As last night, the Sixers won their first extra inning game of the year, only their second contest that they've played that has gone extra time, but they won it, and it was a wild one, 5-4. Sixers scored 3 in the top of the 10th, and then had to withstand a 2-run inside the park home run by the Lake Elsinore Storm, but got it done. Kyle Roach got the win, pitched the final 3 innings for the Sixers. And like I said, that's 5 consecutive wins. And for the Sixers, for the second straight night, Christian Moore on rehab assignment. Injury rehab from the Angels will be back in the lineup, playing second base and batting second. And Moore, who injured his thumb, is coming back. He was 2 for 3 last night with a walk. 2 of those hits, both of his hits were doubles for Inland Empire, and he'll be back in there tonight. Now, the pitching matchup we were very excited. It was Barrett Kent, one of the Angels' top prospects, against the Padres, one of their top prospects, Boston Bateman, but he is now one of Baltimore's top prospects. Boston Bateman, part of a trade today, he and 4 other of his teammates. So we will talk more about that when we come back. But it's time for the national anthem, so we'll step aside on the Javier Tom pregame show, and we'll come back with lineups, first pitch, and talk more about a wild day of baseball. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
We are your neighbors. We are your friends. We are Yahavyatam of San Manuel Nation. Yahavyatam. It means people of the pines, but it stands for so much more. This was a name known among our Mariam ancestors long before we would be called the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Yahavyatam. Today, its spirit lives on in all of us. We are stewards of the land. We act on our beliefs to build a brighter future for all. Yahavyatam. This name is our own, spoken in our language and rooted in our traditions. It is forever part of our history. It is the heart and soul of our sovereignty. Yahavyatam. This is who we are. This is who we have always been. We are the people of the pines. We are Yahavyatam of San Manuel Nation.
Right here, right now, Toyota Red.
Celebrate your independence with huge savings on all 2025 Toyotas during our Independence Sales Event. With all 2025 Camry LE hybrids, just $309 per month with only $29.99 due at signing when you lease for 36 months with your easy Toyota of Redlands credit approval and finance through Toyota Financial Services. Hurry in today or go to toyotaofredlands.com for details and save.
Toyota of Redlands now.
We welcome you back to the Diamond here in Lake Elsinore, where the Sixers and the Storm getting ready to go. Well, let's talk about the lineup for the Sixers first. As the Storm, who are wearing their Murrieta uniforms tonight, celebrating nearby town Murrieta. It will be shortstop Johan Macias, who last night had 2 hits, is 4 for 8 in the series, and his hit streak is up to 7 games. He leads off and plays shortstop. Christian Moore, the Angels rehabber, bats second and plays second base. Rowdy Rodriguez, the center fielder, bats third. With Harold Cole, the third baseman, he bats in the cleanup spot. Jorge Ruiz plays right field, and he will bat fifth, with Colin Summerhill, the first baseman, batting in the sixth spot. Dario Laverde, the DH, bats seventh. Batting eighth is Alberto Rios. He bats in the 8th spot, and Caleb Ketchup, the left fielder, bats 9th. They will face the lefty Brian Salazar, who was supposed to be a lefty today, but it was supposed to be Boston Bateman, the big 6'8", 240-pounder, but he was traded today. A bevy of moves that the Padres made, and just an avalanche of trades today in baseball. It was exciting. Every time you hit refresh, there were 3 more trades, and it affected this roster. The Storm are 4 players down, and obviously no time to get replacements, so they are playing thin today. And Brian Salazar, who's 2-1 with a 6.32 ERA, but has only thrown 37 innings in 24 outings, so he gets the spot start. But you would imagine it is just simply a bullpen day, and it's a thinned out bullpen. 38 hits allowed, 50 strikeouts, though, 27 walks for Salazar, who is from Barcelona, Venezuela. Defensively behind him, it's Alex McCoy in left. Cason Wells is in center, and Kavaris Tiers in right. McCoy, Wells, Tiers, left field line, right field line. Zach Evans is at third. Chase Valentine at short with Yendry Rojas at second. B.Y. Choi plays first, and Lamar King Jr. is catching. Well, talking about that lineup for the defensive alignment for the Storm, it was initially supposed to have Boston Bateman on the mound, Cobb Hightower at short, and Victor Figueroa at first. That was the lineup we got earlier today, but obviously that changed when those three, along with last night's losing pitcher, which is kind of a harsh way to put it, but he did take the loss last night, Tanner Smith, all traded to Baltimore for Ryan O'Hearn and former Cal Leaguer Ramon Laureano. And that wasn't the only trades that the Padres pulled today, but that was the one that affected this roster. So it will be a different look for the Storm tonight, as Johan Macias will stand in. Home plate umpire Mr. Bryce Bobeldike, by the way, as a fastball's in there for a strike. We're underway at 6:05 p.m., an on-time departure from the Diamond. Mr. Jose Sandoval, the base umpire. That's your Cal League umpiring crew. I'm Steve Wendt. Thrilled you could join us for 66ers baseball. Gorgeous night here in Lake Elsinore. Warm still, as the pitch is a called strike. It was a hot day. Currently here in Lake Elsinore, it is 91 degrees. The high was 96 today. Wind blowing out to right at 10 miles per hour. As a good tight breaking ball swung on and missed. Macias down on strikes, and it'll bring up Christian Moore. So Moore, who, as we mentioned last night, had 2 hits. And for Moore, they were both doubles. One was kind of a pop-up down the right field line that kind of got played into a double, but the other was a ringing double down the left field line. As the pitch, cold strike to Moore. We noticed it the other night that Bryce Bobeldike has kind of a spacious outside corner to righties, and Christian Moore, the big leaguer, got a taste of it there. Here's the 0-1, and a fastball is hit up the middle, and that'll get into center field. So Moore with a base hit, a single on a fastball, 93 miles per hour on the inside. He was able to muscle it up the box. And so by the way, for Moore, who only played 2 games with Inland Empire last year before his promotion, he's now got a 4-game hit streak in the Cal League. As here's Rowdy Rodriguez. He hit safely in those 2 games. As a matter of fact, he had a grand total of 6 hits in 2 games for the Sixers in 11 at-bats. And then yesterday went 2 for 3, and now he's 1 for 1. And a pick over. He's back in. The first baseman, Choi, had to save that. So as a member of the Sixers, as the pitch misses outside, he's now 9 for 14. That's not too bad. Just getting going here in Lake Elsinore. Quite a day for the Storm as the next pitch misses low. 2-1 the count. A big trade. We're going to try to talk about all the trades that happened today. The Angels made a move yesterday. They made a move today, but not exactly a block. Buster. Here's the 2-1, and that breaking ball stays high. But this lineup all jumbled up. Ramon Laureano, who was a former Lancaster Jethawk, and Ryan O'Hearn going to the Padres. There goes the runner. The pitch is taken for a ball, and no throw, as it will be ball 4 on the off the outside part of the plate. So it was a good jump for Moore, and Salazar, the lefty, surprised he didn't pick over, but runners at first and second for Harold Cole. Now Cole last night knocked in 3 of the Sixers' 5 runs, and he comes in batting .248, 8 homers, 40 runs batted in, and he takes that pitch outside. Here's the pitch, and that misses outside. Here's the next offering, and that misses high and outside. So with that big trade, one of the big trades, just has people scrambling a little bit. Also, some former Storm were traded today, as the pitch is in there for a strike. And one of the kind of shocking ones was Padres' number 1 overall prospect, Leo DeVries, who played here last year, headed to the A's. Part of a deal that brings back all-star closer Mason Miller. As the pitch misses high, it's a base on balls to Cole. So a single and back-to-back walks after the bases loaded. Moore goes to third, Rodriguez to second, and Jorge Ruiz will be the batter. Ruiz batting .290 with 1 homer, 38 runs batted in. It'll be lefty on lefty. Already some stirring in the bullpen. But DeVries, who was considered the number 3 overall prospect in Major League Baseball by MLB.com. I can say this, A.J. Preller, the general manager of the Padres, has never been a shy one about pulling the trigger on a deal, and it's exciting. Here's the pitch on the way, and it misses upstairs. Now, do they all work? Nope. Do some of them work real well? Yep. Do some of them, who knows? Come out in the wash, yeah. But stirring the pot, that's for sure. Here's the 1-0 offering to Ruiz, and he takes that outside. 2-0. So Salazar this season has not started a game. He came to the ballpark, I'm sure, found out this afternoon he was starting. Here's the 2-0, and that is a high strike call. So the count 2-1 with runners at every base. Top of the first. Sixers trying to draw first blood. Here's the offering, and that's fouled back. So the count now levels at 2-2. But yeah, that was Mason Miller and J.P. Sears, a starter for DeVries, Braden Nett, Henry Baez, and Eduardo Nunez. So in all today, the Padres chain lost 14 minor league spots in trades. Here's the 2-2, misses low and outside, and got big leaguers back. So three balls and 2 strikes. Salazar comes set. Ruiz awaits. The payoff pitch is hit on the ground to the right side. Could be 2. Up with it is Rojas. He'll flip it to Valentine, and that was the worst possible outcome for the Sixers as Ruiz rolls into a 4-6-3 double play with the bases loaded to end the threat. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left. We've played a half inning. Sixers 0. Here comes the new look Storm. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Did you know you can save 3 lives with just 1 blood donation? When you give blood at LifeStream Blood Bank, your donation goes to local patients at your area hospital. The need for blood is constant. Without blood donors, hospitals would not have the products they need for life-saving treatments. Find your nearest LifeStream location by visiting lstream.org or calling 800-TRY-GIVING. Will you save a life today?
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike three! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Catch the best plays from your favorite teams from the comfort of your home with Verizon 5G Home Internet. Fast, reliable, and perfect for the whole family. Enjoy top plays, games, and interviews. Switch now and experience the home field advantage with Verizon 5G Home Internet.
Disfruta de las mejores jugadas de tus equipos favoritos desde la comodidad de tu hogar con Verizon 5G Home Internet. La internet residencial rápida y confiable. Perfecta para toda la familia. Vive tus partidos favoritos, jugadas y entrevistas. Cámbiate ahora y aprovecha la ventaja de jugar en casa con Verizon 5G Home Internet.
We head to the bottom of the first. Sixers got the bases loaded with one out, but failed to score in the top of the first. So Barrett Kent goes to work, his last outing for Kent. He got his first win of the year, won 5 shutout frames on the 25th against San Jose. Cason Wells, who last night had an RBI double and a 2-run inside the park homer. He comes in batting .279, 2 homers, 20 runs batted in, and he stole a base, so he's now 27 of 28 in that category. He's the center fielder. He leads off as Kent's next pitch misses outside. The count 3-0. That was a pretty good pitch. Zach Evans, the third baseman, bats second. Lamar King Jr., the catcher, bats third, with Kavares Tears, the right fielder, in the cleanup spot, and Cale Fountain, the DH, batting fifth, as the next pitch is in there for a strike. So B.Y. Choi, the first baseman, bats sixth. Alex McCoy, the left fielder, bats seventh. Second baseman Yendry Rojas will bat eighth, and Chase Valentine, the shortstop, bats ninth. As the next pitch is a called strike. Wells was headed to the first base bag, but instead was summoned back. Wells now with a full count. Defensively, and left it's Caleb Ketchup, Rowdy Rodriguez in center, Jorge Ruiz in right. Ketchup, Rodriguez, Ruiz left field line to right field line. As the next pitch is hit on a line to short, picked on the backhand by Johan Macias, throws to first in time to get the speedy Wells. That's a nice play on a hard hit ball. And let's set that defense. Harold Cole at third. The aforementioned Johan Macias, who made that play look easy. I assure you it was not. He's at short. Christian Moore on the Angels injury rehab assignment at second, with Colin Summerhill at first and Alberto Rios doing the catching. So Kent fell behind 3-0 but gets the out. And here is Zach Evans batting .295, 3 homers, 62 runs batted in, and he takes a strike at the knees from the right-hander Barrett Kent. Evans third in the league with 62 RBI, actually tied with Sixer Rowdy Rodriguez. And takes that slider outside. Barrett Kent out of Pottsboro, Texas, last season with the Sixers. He went 1-3 with a 6.53 ERA and 5 starts versus Lake Elsinore. And this ball's lined into left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. Got a little off the end of the bat, but it found open real estate. So a one-out single. And here's Lamar King Jr., another right-handed hitter, batting .290, 4 homers, 37 runs batted in. So many trades today. And a lot of Storm players, present and former, were involved. Another one, a big one, Carlos Correa. Back to Houston, where it all started for him, the former Lancaster Jethawk. So, got his big contract, but Minnesota did a fire sale today. Here's the 1-0, and that is in there for a strike, a fastball. This is at 92 on the in-house gun, probably 93, maybe even 94. The in-house gun, I think, is always 1 or 2 light. Here's the 1-1. Fastball in there for a strike. That said 94 on the in-house gun. Probably was 95. So, a couple starts ago, Barrett was sitting around 91. And There's no injury, just kind of a little dead arm that day, but he muscled through it. As here's a ground ball hit to the right side, to his left. Christian Moore has it, spins, throws, and gets his man. Boy, Christian Moore, he was shading up the middle and retreated just a step to pick that in the edge of his glove and hang on. Basically did a 360 as he gloved it so he could get a good throw off and got his man. So moving to second was Evans, but 2 down, and it's a nice play there by Christian Moore, the rehabbing Angels second baseman. Here's Christian Moore's best college buddy, Kavaris Tears. And he swings through that offering. They were roommates for 3 years. Very, very close. They spoke out on the field after the game last night for probably 15, 20 minutes. You know what? Maybe longer. I left. Next pitch, miss low. The count, 1-1. Home plate, third base, the left field line all in the shadows, but the fielders are still dealing with a tough sun here. Kent delivers, and that slider misses inside, so the count 2-1. But Carlos Correa, like I said, was a former Lancaster Jethawk coming up. Next pitch, that is a called strike at the knees. Here's the next offering, and that misses inside. Here's the 3-2 pitch to Tears, and that's ripped into right field, but Jorge Ruiz in his tracks will put it away, and the side is retired. A line out to right. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We're scoreless after 1 here in Lake Elsinore. Stay with us. You're listening. 66ers baseball.
Attention baseball fans. Are you ready to catch all the action at the Inland Empire 66ers game in San Bernardino? Make getting to the game as easy as catching a fly ball with Omnitrans, your affordable and convenient public transportation in San Bernardino. And here's the best part. When you ride Omnitrans to the game, you can score free tickets for the exciting Home Run Hills section at the stadium. Omnitrans proudly partners with the 66ers to make sure you can catch all the thrills without breaking the bank. So hop on board with Omnitrans and cheer on the Inland Empire 66ers. It's the perfect way to score big without any hassle. Omnitrans, your ride to the game. Visit omnitrans.org for more information.
66ers fans can now be a part of the Route 66 crew. Members of the Route 66 crew get exclusive fan merchandise, can attend exciting fan events, and enjoy the game from our new cool zone. Route 66 crew members get all this and much more at a great price. Call 909-888-9922 and ask about a Route 66 crew membership. Again, the number to call, 909-888-9922.
We welcome you back as we head to the top of the second in a scoreless game. And it will be Colin Summerhill leading off for the Sixers. He'll be followed by Dario Laverde and Alberto Rios. No runs, 1 hit, no errors for both teams through an inning. Brian Salazar back to work. So we were talking about all the trades, and we just barely scratched the surface. Told you about some big ones. As the first pitch, called strike, lone inside to Summerhill, who's batting .217, 4 homers, 31 runs driven in. next pitch. That misses outside. Here's the 1-1. Summerhill hits this one high and deep to left field. It's a big ballpark, but McCoy's looking up, and that ball's off the top of the wall. So Summerhill just hit a ball that is out of almost every other ballpark. It was 6 inches from being out of this one to dead left. But the wind that has been blowing out the last couple days is back to its customary from right field pole basically towards the left field line, kind of hurting balls like that. But Summerhill hit that a ton, and he'll settle for a double. For Summerhill, it is his 19th double. Well, we should just go through the trades kind of in reverse order, I guess. So many trades today. There were 20 trades in the last 2 hours of the trade deadline. So here is Dario Laverde. A couple hits last night. He takes a breaking ball inside. Laverde, left-handed hitter, batting .224, 4 homers, 39 runs batted in. Detroit picked up Charlie Morton from Baltimore today. Baltimore did a lot of dealing as well. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss. And Charlie Morton started off just horribly for Baltimore this year, but his last month has been pretty dang good. So Detroit trying to bolster their staff. Milwaukee got Shelby Miller and Jordan Montgomery for cash from the Diamondbacks. So a salary dump, I guess. As the next pitch is slowly hit to third. Up with it is the third baseman, Evans. He'll throw to first, get Laverde, and Summerhill with a acrobatic slide into third, and he stays on the base. He had to slide around the third baseman, Valentine, the shortstop who'd come in to cover. And then contortion, like a game of Twister. He had his foot on and then his hand on and his foot off. But it ended up staying on white base 3. So it's a 5-3 put out of Laverde. But Summerhill goes to third with 1 out, and it'll bring up Alberto Rios. Waiting for that throw was Summerhill, and when he saw it head to first, he took off, and a good throw by Choi nearly got him. Here's a hot shot, but foul on the third base side. So the count 0-2 to Alberto Rios. Kansas City picked up outfielder Mike Yastrzemski from San Francisco for Junior Marte right here. Texas got former Lake Elsinore Storm Phil Maton for a couple of minor leaguers. Here's the 0-2, and that's off the glove of the catcher, King, and goes back to the screen, and the Sixers are on the board. We'll wait and see how that is scored. It was a pitch up and in, and it almost hit Rios and then glanced off the glove of King. So we'll see if that's a wild pitch or not. But whatever it is, Sixers are on the board. And Salazar's 30th pitch goes back to the screen to give the Sixers the lead. Here's the 1-2. That sails outside. Here's the next offering. Breaking ball pulled and under the glove of the third baseman Evans and into left. Rios is aboard. We'll see if they give that an error or are generous. Still waiting on 2 scoring decisions now. That will be ruled an error. So Evans with his 11th error of the year. That was ruled a wild pitch, by the way, that brought home Summerhill. Here's Caleb Catchup. Catchup comes in, batting .333 in 15 games. No homers, 3 runs batted in. Takes that strike. Oh, pardon me. Takes that pitch for a ball high and outside. Just upstairs, I guess. Here's the next pitch showing bunt is Catchup. He pulls back, and that breaking ball is called a strike. And those trades. The Reds got a utility man Miguel Andujar from the A's. They got a minor leaguer Kenya Huggins in return. Pick over, and Rios is back in. Louis Varland and former Storm Ty France headed to Toronto from Minnesota for some minor leaguers. I tell you what, Minnesota turned over 40% of its 25-man roster today. Here's the pitch, and that is a breaking ball in there for a strike to Ketchup, who bats with one on, one in, and one out here in the top of the second. 1-0, Inland Empire leading. Griffin Jacks also was traded by Minnesota to Tampa Bay. So the next pitch misses outside. Minnesota got James Tibbs III, who had been with San Jose and was traded prior. Now time is called by Ketchup right before the delivery. Speaking of San Jose, a former San Jose Giant, Camilo Doval, was traded for 3 minor leaguers to the Yankees by the Giants. Bailey Falter goes to Kansas City from Pittsburgh for a couple minor leaguers. Here's the 2-2, and Ketchup chases a fastball away. He's down on strikes. Second strikeout for Salazar. The first person he got was Johan Macias, and Macias will bat now with 2 outs here in the second and runner at first. Former Lancaster Jethawk Adrian Hauser is going to the Rays, as the White Sox got 3 minor leaguers for him. Next pitch. That misses outside. Next pitch, that misses outside. Next offering. That's fouled out of play. Jose Caballero's headed to the Yankees, the infielder, for a minor leaguer and a player to be named later. Caballero was a Cal leaguer. As a matter of fact, he was traded while a Cal leaguer. He went from Visalia to Modesto when he was traded from the Diamondbacks to Seattle. And now he's on the move again. He's been traded a few times. Nestor Cortez is going to San Diego from Milwaukee. Milwaukee's getting Brendan Lockridge, a minor league outfielder from the Padres. 2-2 the count to Johan Macias. And he pops this one foul out of play. Yeah, here's what I can't figure. So did James Tibbs got spun a couple times in trades, but I think he's ending up with the Dodgers, because he was, as I mentioned, with the Giants, got traded in the Devers trade to Boston. As here's a ground ball slowly hit to the shortstop, Chase Valentine, and he will throw out Macias in the side retirement. Finishing the thought, Tibbs is headed to the Dodgers organization, and Dustin May, the former Quake, going to Boston. So that's an interesting one. He's got the type of stuff that could be elite in that rotation, but we shall see. So that's an interesting trade right there. Sixers get a run on one hit. There was one error and one man left on base. We'll head to the bottom of the second. 1-0 Sixers. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun.
Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Right here, right now, Toyota Red.
Celebrate your independence with huge savings on all 2025 Toyotas during our Independence Sales Event. With all 2025 Tacoma SR5 gas models, just $269 per month with only $39.99 due at signing when you lease for 36 months with your easy Toyota of Redlands credit approval and finance through Toyota Financial Services. Hurry in today or go to ToyotaofRedlands.com for details and save.
Toyota of Redlands now.
Barry Kent back to work as we head to the bottom of the second, and Cale Fountain, the batter. He takes strike one on the outside edge. Fountain batting 192 in 14 games, a homer, 5 runs batted in. Takes that pitch also on the outside corner for a strike. So the count 0-2 to Fountain, who'll be followed by Choi and McCoy. That pitch bounces to the plate from Kemp. We were talking about all the trades, and there were so many today. This one involves the parent club of the Sixers, the Angels. It was interesting. Were the Angels going to make a big splash, or were they going to stay put? What were they going to do? They got a couple of solid relievers yesterday. And today picked up an infielder from the Yankees, Osvaldo Peraza, who can absolutely fly as the pitch misses outside, and that was for Dominican Summer League player Wilberson De Pena. So we shall see, but I think maybe it just more said about where the Angels feel they're at right now. Here's the payoff pitch. And also maybe beyond how they feel about their team in the current state, perhaps they didn't feel that other teams valued their players where they valued them. So not willing to let them go for less than they're worth. As the next pitch misses low and outside, and that is a leadoff walk. Fountain was down in the count 0-2, but Kent couldn't put him away, so he'll face left-handed batting B.Y. Choi. So the infield will be a double play depth. Fountain, he was 4 for 4 in steals, and a couple on Tuesday. He was 2 for 2. Not going here, and a fastball is in there for a strike. By the way, acting manager Eric Young coaching at third base, filling in for Brian Burris, was skipper here a couple years ago. Won the title. There goes the runner. The pitch is taken for a ball. The throw down is not in time. Fountain steals his fifth base. Accurate throw, but didn't have much zip on it. 1-1 the count. Will Castro's going to the Cubs from Minnesota. Get some minor leaguers for that. But the Peraza deal, there were guys that, are coming off or coming to the end of their contracts, things like that with the Angels. But the Angels are still in that wild card hunt. They also have a core of young players that I think Perry Manassian talked about it today, that they need to be in games that matter to learn that. And they feel like this team's constituted to do that. As Choi lifts this one into center field. Freezing momentarily was Rowdy Rodriguez, and then saw he just needed a couple steps to his right. He'll put it away for out number 1. So Choi, who came in batting .257, that'll take a dip. Here's Alex McCoy. McCoy batting .250 in 22 games, 2 homers, 15 runs batted in. Merrill Kelly is going to Texas for 3 minor leaguers from Arizona. Alex Call going from the Nats to the Dodgers. A couple of former Quakes, including one that was with the Quakes this year, Eric Swan. And from earlier this year, he'd been promoted to Great Lakes. About the end of May. Sean Paul Lignon, who's I like a lot. He's a little kind of almost roly-poly right-hander, but he has got nasty stuff. So he's with the Nats organization now. Houston got outfielder Jesus Sanchez from Miami. As the pitch misses low. Former Quake Danny Coulombe going to Texas from Minnesota. We told you about the O'Hearn-Laureano deal that affected this game considerably. It was quite a haul for Orion O'Hearn and Ramon Laureano as McCoy whistles this one to right field, a base hit. Ruiz is up with it. His throw to the plate is not in time. Just beating the throw was found to tie the game. The throw was to the first base side of the plate. Rios did a great job of snaring it, lunging for the plate, but Fountain just beat him. Had that throw been maybe 6 inches further towards the plate, I think Rios gets him. But we're tied as McCoy shoots a single to right. Leadoff walk comes around to score. And for Kent, that'll be especially frustrating as he was ahead in the count 0-2. Here's Yendry Rojas. And he fouls this one back. Now Rojas is batting .211 on the year. With no homers and 20 runs batted in. But Yendry Rojas, as the next pitch fouled at the plate, is batting .306 against the Sixers. He's 11 for 36, but he had a 5-hit game against Inland Empire earlier this season. Here's the 0-2, a pitch out and nothing doing. But that O'Hearn-Laureano to the Padres deal, Boston Bateman, who was supposed to be starting this game tonight for Lake Elsinore. Cobb Hightower was supposed to play short tonight. Victor Figueroa was supposed to play first tonight. Tyson Neighbors, who's an interesting right-handed pitcher who'd been with the Storm. Brandon Butterworth, an infielder. And right-hander Tanner Smith, who pitched last night, the right-hander out of Harvard. All headed back to Baltimore. Here's the 2-2 with the runner going. The pitch is swung on and missed. The throw down is not in time. And another stolen base. But down on strikes goes Rojas for out number 2. So with 2 outs, Chase Valentine will be the batter. We told you about Carlos Correa going back to Houston, the former Lancaster Jethawk. Alrighty, Jake Bird goes from Colorado to the Yankees. The Mets got outfielder Cedric Mullins from Baltimore. As a breaking ball swung on and missed. Former Storm David Bednar is also going to the Yankees from Pittsburgh. Cody Hewer, a right-handed pitcher, is going to Detroit from Texas. As a fastball to Chase Valentine misses inside. Valentine, .216 average, 1 homer, 13 runs batted in. Paul Sewald has been traded quite a bit. He is going to Detroit from Cleveland. Brock Stewart is going back to the Dodgers. As a pitch is bounced over the mound. Moore charging, has it, throws to first, gets his man, and the side is retired. Talk more about that one when we come back, because that's got some local ties. That Brock Stewart is going to the Dodgers, and outfielder James Outman is going to Minnesota. It was 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. We have played 2 complete. We're tied at 1, the Sixers and the Storm. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Attention baseball fans. Are you ready to catch all the action at the Inland Empire 66ers game in San Bernardino? Make getting to the game as easy as catching a fly ball with Omnitrans, your affordable and convenient public transportation in San Bernardino. And here's the best part. When you ride Omnitrans to the game, you can score free tickets for the exciting Home Run Hill section at the stadium. Omnitrans proudly partners with the 66ers to make sure you can catch all the thrills without breaking the bank. So hop on board with Omnitrans and cheer on the Inland Empire 66ers. It's the perfect way to score big without any hassle. Omnitrans, your ride to the game. Visit omnitrans.org for more information.
What a game! The crowd's buzzing and we all agree. You've earned a cool cup of Minnie Mouse ice cream with flavors like cookies and cream, rainbow ice, and cotton candy. It's the ultimate ballpark treat. So grab a spoon and make every moment a home run at San Manuel Stadium, home of your Inland Empire 66ers. Minnie Mouse ice cream, spoonfuls of fun.
Christian Moore, who singled his first at bat in his rehab assignment, game 2 of it. And he will lead off here in the third in a 1-1 game and take a fastball for a called strike from lefty Brian Salazar. Christian Moore was the first-round pick, 8th overall by the Angels in 2024. He's already been to the big leagues as the pitch is fouled back. Christian played 2 games with the Inland Empire last year and then was promoted to Rocket City. Started this year with Rocket City. Kind of got off to a little slow start, but then really picked it up and got promoted to AAA, where he was batting around 360 and got promoted. Salt Lake's fun place to hit. Here's the 0-2 on the way. And that's grounded to short. Valentine has it, and he will throw out Christian Moore. So, out number 1. Here's Rowdy Rodriguez. Walked his first plate appearance. We were talking about all those trades. As this ball is hit high in the air to right field. Going back is Wells. He's looking up, and that ball's off the wall. He'll play the carom. But Rodriguez with a double, the wind blowing in from right. That ball would have been out of most ballparks as well. Maybe not here, maybe not even San Manuel Stadium, but most parks. And instead, it's a double for Rowdy Rodriguez with 1 out. And we'll see if the Sixers can cash him in. Here's Harold Cole. He walked his first plate appearance. And now stepping off the rubber is Salazar. But Brock Stewart, who had a couple of stints, actually, well, he had 2 regular stints and then a rehab stint with Rancho Cucamonga. As a pickoff to second, and it's thrown into center field. Rowdy Rodriguez will get up and move to third. So an error moves the runner to third with less than 2 outs. That's a big miscue there by Salazar. But Stewart traded back to the Dodgers for outfielder James Outman. Philadelphia got outfielder Harrison Bader as a breaking ball's in there for a strike to Cole. Detroit got reliever Kyle Finnegan. And then that trade we talked about briefly earlier, the Padres, parent club of the Storm, getting Mason Miller and J.P. Sears from the Athletics. Mason Miller, just lights out closer, but gave up Brendan Nett, Henry Baez, and Warnell Nunez, and perhaps the top prospect in that was moved, Leo DeVries, who was with the Storm last year. Here's the 1-1. That misses up and in. And an interesting one, Toronto got Shane Bieber, the former Cy Young Award winner. Cleveland had said he's available, and Toronto went out and got him. Coming off the Tommy John surgery. He says here in the notes he's a UC Santa Barbara Gaucho. Next pitch fouled out of play. So those were all trades that happened today. And there were trades yesterday all over the place as well. So this week kind of started with a trickle, and the last 24 hours have been wild. As the next pitch called strike 3 with a runner at third base and less than 2 outs. Cole takes a fastball that he thought, I'm sure, was low, but it's an RBI spot there, and he goes down looking. So it's up to Jorge Ruiz, who, with bases loaded and 1 out in the first, rolled over to a 4-6-3 double play. And he takes a breaking ball there. Sixers and the Storm tied at 1 here in the top of the third. Next pitch, way out in front of a breaking ball, is Ruiz. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss and a breaking ball. So Ruiz is into a double play and down on strikes. Sixers can't cash in on a runner at third with less than 2 outs. And this game remains tied. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We'll head to the home half of the third, tied at 1. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
We are your neighbors. We are your friends. We are Yohaviatam of San Manuel Nation. Yohaviatam. It means people of the pines, but it stands for so much more. This was a name known among our Mariam ancestors long before we would be called the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Yohaviatam. Today, its spirit lives on in all of us. We are stewards of the land. We act on our beliefs to build a brighter future for all. Yohaviatam. This name is our own, spoken in our language and rooted in our traditions. It is forever part of our history. It is the heart and soul of our sovereignty. Yohaviatam. This is who we are. This is who we have always been. We are the people of the pines. We are Yohaviatam of San Manuel Nation.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Case and Wells, top of the order as we head to the bottom of the third in a 1-1 game. Barrett Kent back to work for the Sixers and delivers a fastball in there for a strike. 93 miles per hour on the in-house gun. 66ers baseball brought to you in part by Livestream Blood Bank. Did you know that just one blood donation can save up to 3 lives? Learn more at lstream.org. That's Livestream Blood Bank. Here's a 2-hopper hit to the right side. Charging it is Christian Moore. He'll flip it to first, and he's got his man. And that is out number 1 here in the third. Zach Evans, who singled. Evans. Lines this one to right. Racing over is Ruiz towards the line. He'll make the play. Good jump by Jorge Ruiz on that ball. Fighting the sun as well. So, nice play. 2 down. Here's Lamar King Jr. He was retired on an excellent play by Christian Moore to Moore's left back in the first inning. Next pitch that misses outside. Next offering that misses, so the count 2-0. There's the 2-0 and a fastball swung on and missed. 95 on the in-house gun. Remember how I said it? I just feel like that's a 1 or 2 ticks light. So, sizzling heater there from Barrett Kent. Next pitch, that is called a ball, and I don't know where it missed. But it was called a ball. 3-1 the count. This ball fouled out of play. Another fastball. Kent just letting it eat right now. And now King asks for time. With empty bases, 2 outs, 1-1 our score. We're in the bottom of the third inning. Here's the pitch. And a fastball that King cannot hold up on. And that was on the in-house gun at 96. So Kent is bringing it tonight. And that strikeout is his second of the evening. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We have played 3, tied at 1. The Sixers visiting the Storm. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Catch the best plays from your favorite teams from the comfort of your home with Verizon 5G home internet. Fast, reliable, and perfect for the whole family. Enjoy top plays, games, and interviews. Switch now and experience the home field advantage with Verizon 5G home internet.
Disfruta de las mejores jugadas de tus equipos favoritos desde la comodidad de tu hogar con Verizon 5G Home Internet. La internet residencial rápida y confiable. Perfecta para toda la familia. Vive tus partidos favoritos, jugadas y entrevistas. Cámbiate ahora y aprovecha la ventaja de jugar en casa con Verizon 5G Home Internet.
It's baseball season, and what's the taste of 66ers victory? Mountain cold refreshment. Choose chill this season and pick up Coors Light to celebrate your fandom wherever you are. Coors Light, proud sponsor of the Inland Empire 66ers. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Colin Summerhill just missed a homer his first trip up, but did collect a double. Will lead off against Brian Salazar. Now Salazar, in this spot start, is pitching into the fourth. His longest outing prior to this had been 2 2/3 innings, which he'd done a handful of times. So already his longest outing of the year. And here's Summerhill turning on one and yanking it down the left field line out of play into the Sixers bullpen. There is activity, a righty loosening in the pen for the Storm, but tell you what, the fact that Salazar has pitched into the fourth is a best-case scenario, I think, for the Storm after their starter was traded. Summerhill gets a little bit under this and a little off the end of the bat, still hits it deep to left, but McCoy's there to put it away. So starting to see that swing come back for Colin Summerhill. That's a deep fly out for out number 1, but and Eric Young is already out of the dugout, so as we're talking about, Salazar pitched into the fourth. He went 3 1/3 innings, so did his job, that's for sure. A nice job by him. So we have a pitching change. We'll tell you about it when we come back. 1-1 our score, top of the fourth. Empty bases, 1 out. Sixers have Dario Laverde at the plate, and the new pitcher. We'll tell you about it when we return. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
We are your neighbors. We are your friends. We are Yahavyatam of San Manuel Nation. Yahavyatam. It means people of the pines, but it stands for so much more. This was a name known among our Mariam ancestors long before we would be called the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Yohaviatum. Today, its spirit lives on in all of us. We are stewards of the land. We act on our beliefs to build a brighter future for all. Yohaviatum. This name is our own, spoken in our language and rooted in our traditions. It is forever part of our history. It is the heart and soul of our sovereignty. Yohaviatum. This is who we are. This is who we have always been. We are the people of the pines. We are Yohaviatum of San Manuel Nation.
Right here, right now, Toyota Red.
Celebrate your independence with huge savings on all 2025 Toyotas during our Independence Sales Event. With all 2025 Camry LE hybrids, just $309 per month with only $29.99 due at signing when you lease for 36 months with your easy Toyota of Redlands credit approval and finance through Toyota Financial Services. Hurry in today or go to toyotaofredlands.com for details and save.
Toyota of Redlands now.
Dario Laverde will face Bernard Jose, the new pitcher, right-hander. Jose, who is 1-2 with a 5.10 ERA, has 4 saves, 47 and 2/3 innings, 48 hits, 53 Ks, 21 walks. And his first pitch is in there for a strike to Dario Laverde with empty bases, 1 out in the top of the 4th. 1-1 our score, Sixers and the Storm. Here's the next pitch, and that's fouled back. Game number 99 of the season, believe it or not, here tonight. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Down in the dirt, breaking ball. So the count 1-2. Laverde, who bounced out to third his first trip up. Be followed by Alberto Rios, who reached on an error. Back in the second inning. Next pitch, that is tap foul. One ball, 2 strikes. That offering misses outside. So Laverde with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Here's the 2-2. That's called strike 3. Fastball down the gut, taken for strike 3. Here's Alberto Rios. As I mentioned, he reached on an error by the third baseman, Zach Evans, back in the second, but was stranded at first. Next pitch, misses low. Next offering, that misses high and outside. Here's the next pitch. That is a high strike call to Alberto Rios. Certainly was over the plate, but also looked like it was above the letters. Next pitch, that's off the plate. 3-1 the count. Next offering, bounced to short. It's gobbled up there by Chase Valentine. His throws on the money. And the side is retired. Sixers down in order in the fourth. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We have played 3.5. It is 1-1. The Sixers and the Storm here in Lake Elsinore. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Did you know you can save 3 lives with just 1 blood donation? When you give blood at LifeStream Blood Bank, your donation goes to local patients at your area hospital. The need for blood is constant. Without blood donors, hospitals would not have the products they need for life-saving treatments. Find your nearest LifeStream location by visiting lstream.org or calling 800-TRY-GIVING. Will you save a life today?
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Catch the best plays from your favorite teams from the comfort of your home with Verizon 5G home internet. Fast, reliable, and perfect for the whole family. Enjoy top plays, games, and interviews. Switch now and experience the home field advantage with Verizon 5G home internet.
Disfruta de las mejores jugadas de tus equipos favoritos desde la comodidad de tu hogar con Verizon 5G Home Internet. La internet residencial rápida y confiable. Perfecta para toda la familia. Vive tus partidos favoritos, jugadas y entrevistas. Cámbiate ahora y aprovecha la ventaja de jugar en casa con Verizon 5G Home Internet.
Tavares Tears leads off against Barrett Kent here in the bottom of the fourth inning in a 1-1 game. As Kent, who has gone 3 innings, allowed 1 run on 2 hits, 1 walk, 2 Ks. And the first pitch is a fastball in there for a called strike. Next pitch misses high. There's the 1-1. Fouled back. Another fastball from Kent. One ball, 2 strikes. That pitch misses away. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and that's lifted in the air to center field. Rowdy Ruiz, a few steps to his right, and he'll put it away. And Tavares is now 0 for 2. So here's Cale Fountain, who walked, stole a base, and scored the lone run for the Storm in the second inning. As the first pitch in there for a called strike. Oh, 0-1 the count. Kent's fastball in there for a strike again. 0-2. Now, Kent got ahead of Fountain 0-2 in the second, but Fountain ended up walking. Stealing second, coming home on McCoy's single. And he's swinging here, fouls it straight back. Here's the next offering, and that is hit past Moore and into right field. So again, Moore and the Sixers shading way up the middle of the second baseman with a right-handed batter up, and that ball goes into right field. So a 1-out single. And here's B.Y. Choi, who flew out to center his first trip. And that pitch swung on and missed, a fastball. Pick over, and Fountain just back in with a dive. No balls, one strike. Here's a hot shot hit to second. Christian Moore handles it, flips it underhand to Macias. Double play. So Choi hit it firmly, but there was Christian Moore to scoop it up, and Macias turns two. No runs, one hit, no errors, and nobody left. We have played 4 complete. We remain tied at 1 here in Lake Elsinore, the Sixers and the Storm. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Attention baseball fans. Are you ready to catch all the action at the Inland Empire 66ers game in San Bernardino? Make getting to the game as easy as catching a fly ball with Omnitrans, your affordable and convenient public transportation in San Bernardino. And here's the best part. When you ride Omnitrans to the game, you can score free tickets for the exciting Home Run Hills section at the stadium. Omnitrans proudly partners with the 66ers to make sure you can catch all the thrills without breaking the bank. So hop on board with Omnitrans and cheer on the Inland Empire 66ers. It's the perfect way to score big without any hassle. Omnitrans, your ride to the game. Visit omnitrans.org for more information.
'66ers fans can now be a part of the Route 66 crew. Members of the Route 66 crew get exclusive fan merchandise, can attend exciting fan events, and enjoy the game from our new cool zone. Route 66 crew members get all this and much more at a great price. Call 909-888-9922 and ask about a Route 66 crew membership. Again, the number to call, 909-888-9922.
Caleb Ketchup leads off for the Sixers as we head to the top of the 5th. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Sixers. 1 run, 3 hits, 2 errors for Lake Elsinore. And back to work goes Bernard Jose, and his first offering in there for a strike. Brian Salazar went 3 1/3 innings. 3 hits, 1 run, it was earned. 2 walks, 4 Ks. Here's the next pitch, and that's hit to third on the backhand taken by the third baseman Evans. His throw across the diamonds in time, and Ketchup now 0 for 2. A reminder, 66ers Baseball is brought to you by Omnitrans. Learn more about Omnitrans public transportation at omnitrans.org. Johan Macias, who's 0 for 2, will be the batter. He's struck out and he's grounded out to short. And a 7-game hit streak, trying to get that moving along. And he takes that pitch low for a ball. Next offering, bounder to the right side, taken by Rojas. He'll throw out Macias, and quickly 2 down, and it brings up Christian Moore, who's 1 for 2. So Christian Moore digs in with empty bases. Here's the pitch, and that is a breaker in there for strike 1. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And that breaking ball misses low and away. So if you're Christian Moore here, it was just breaking ball for a strike, breaking ball missed away. If you're Moore, are you just selling out for a heater here and trying to hit it to smithereens? Here's the 1-1. It was a fastball, and it's a low strike call. 1-2 the count. Moore asks for time. Moore wearing his Angels one flap helmet and red sleeves, red batting gloves, a red shin guard. His Angels gear. As the pitch misses outside, which is common on a rehab assignment, and it's your baseball stuff. And so somehow it works with the orange and blue of the Sixers. Here's the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss and a good breaking ball. Moore is down on strikes. The ball's still loose, but Moore had already started taking off all his Angels gear at home plate. So strikeout, 2 unassisted, the put out. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. Moore now 1 for 3 in the game. Sixers and the Storm still tied after 4.5. It's 1 apiece. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Right here, right now, Toyota Red.
Celebrate your independence with huge savings on all 2025 Toyotas during our Independence Sales Event. With all 2025 Tacoma SR5 gas models, just $269 per month with only $39.99 due at signing when you lease for 36 months with your easy Toyota of Redlands credit approval and finance through Toyota Financial Services. Hurry in today or go to ToyotaofRedlands.com for details and save.
Toyota of Redlands now.
Alex McCoy, who singled in a run in the first inning, will lead off here in the fifth. And, in the second inning, but it was the first run and the only run for the Lake Elsinore Storm. It was his first at bat. He stole a base also in that frame. So 1 for 1 with a steal and an RBI. And he takes the next pitch outside. So quickly 2-0 from Barrett Kent. Kent. Thrown 62 pitches. The 2-0, and that's cued off the end of the bat on the first base side, and that will squib foul. Picked up there by the first base coach, Greg Starbuck. McCoy, Rojas, and Valentine, bottom third of the order for the new look Storm. They'll really be new look, I'm sure, in the next day or two. Reinforcements arrive, but they lost 4 players off their roster today in one trade. Here's the 2-1. Misses high. I am curious the thought process as McCoy hits this one high and deep to left field. Ketchup getting to the wall, reaches up and makes the catch up against the wall. Now, this is a huge ballpark, but when you get right down the left field line, the wall drops down to 7 feet. And so sometimes balls sneak out there, but Ketchup got to that one. Here's Yendry Rojas, who struck out his first trip. You hear about prospects being untouchable. Well, we're not giving up this prospect as a check swing went too far. No chance would we ever give up this guy. That doesn't seem to be a concern in San Diego. Here's the 0-1. That misses high. And obviously, it depends on your situation. You're trying to win a World Series, so that's, damn the torpedoes. But here's the 1-1, and that is low and inside. But Leo DeVries traded, number 3 overall prospect, according to MLB.com. I mean, that is a big part of what people expected to be the future. However, you always wonder about teams in their own internal valuations. As here's a ground ball hit to Christian Moore, and he'll throw out Rojas for out number 2. 4-3 the put out. Here's Chase Valentine. I loved watching Leo DeVries play. I think he's going to be a terrific player. But I also noticed during batting practice he wasn't wearing the same batting practice uniform as his teammates every day. Is that a big deal? Probably not. Is it something that gets written down in a report? You bet it is. As a fastball swung on and missed. And it also depends on how you want to look at it. Some people would say that makes him an iconoclast. Someone that's a leader. Others say he's not part of the team. Here's the 0-1. Misses up and in. But those are the types of things. I mean, listen, you are scrutinized as a player. Here's the 1-1. Pitch in there for a strike. Well, he got traded to Oakland, listen to me. Got traded to the Athletics and to Lansing, and he had an RBI single his first trip up, so liked his new digs. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses high to Chase Valentine, who's 0 for 1, a ground out. Next pitch misses outside. So 3-2 the count. Next pitch, fastball swung on and foul tipped into the glove of Rios. And Kent picks up his third strikeout, has a 1-2-3 inning in the fifth. And so another strong outing for Barrett Kent. We'll see if his night is over or not. He certainly has thrown the ball well. He's at 77 pitches, so decision to be made. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We have played 5. It's 1-1, the Sixers and the Storm. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Attention baseball fans. Are you ready to catch all the action at the Inland Empire 66ers game in San Bernardino? Make getting to the game as easy as catching a fly ball with Omnitrans, your affordable and convenient public transportation in San Bernardino. And here's the best part. When you ride Omnitrans to the game, you can score free tickets for the exciting Home Run Hill section at the stadium. Omnitrans proudly partners with the 66ers to make sure you can catch all the thrills without breaking the bank. So hop on board with Omnitrans and cheer on the Inland Empire 66ers. It's the perfect way to score big without any hassle. Omnitrans, your ride to the game. Visit omnitrans.org for more information.
What a game! The crowd's buzzing and we all agree. You've earned a cool cup of Minnie Mouse ice cream with flavors like cookies and cream, rainbow ice, and cotton candy. It's the ultimate ballpark treat. So grab a spoon and make every moment a home run at San Manuel Stadium, home of your Inland Empire 66ers. Minnie Melts ice cream, spoonfuls of fun.
Rowdy Rodriguez will lead off for Inland Empire. He has walked and he has doubled. And he'll be followed by Harold Cole and Jorge Ruiz in a 1-1 game. Top of the 6th, a run, 3 hits, no errors for the Sixers. A run, 3 hits, 2 errors for the Storm as Rodriguez, big hack against Bernard Jose's first offering. Breaking ball, fouls it out of play. 0-1 the count. Steve went with you. Happy you could join us tonight. As the next offering is fouled at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and a broken bat, little flare into right coming on his tears, and he'll make the catch. The barrel of the bat ended up near the pitcher's mound. With the out recorded. So Harold Cole, who's walked and he has struck out, will be the batter. With empty bases, 1 out in the top of the 6th in a 1-1 game. Takes that pitch for a strike on the outside corner. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. It'll be a busy day of transactions tomorrow in the minor leagues. As the pitch misses outside, you can only have, 165 players in your system. And a lot of teams, like the Padres, got rid of a lot of players. A lot of teams, like the Twins and the Orioles, added a ton of players. As the next pitch fouled back, so there'll be guys put on the injured list, then there'll be guys let go. The count 1-2 to Harold Cole. Here's the next pitch. Swing and a miss on a slider, and down on strikes is Cole. So 2 down, and Jorge Ruiz, who's 0 for 2. He's into a double play, and he struck out. He'll be the batter. Today's game is brought to you by Verizon 5G Home Internet. Verizon, always in the game. El Partido de Hoy es presentado por Verizon 5G Home Internet. Verizon, siempre está en el juego. The offering is a fastball in there for a strike. Jose's keeping the Sixers off balance. There's activity in the Sixers bullpen. Next pitch fouled back. It's talking about all those trades yesterday. And one of those trades was a kind of a roundabout 3-way deal involving the Dodgers. And the Dodgers got Paul Gervais in a 3-way deal with the Rays and the Reds. But Paul Gervais had been with the Rays and now a Dodger, and that is of note for the Sixers because his brother, Will Gervais, is on Inland Empire. So, see where Paul Gervais ends up. Both Gervais boys in Los Angeles organizations. 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The 2-2 on the way. That is low. Full count. Ruiz awaits. Jose's offering on the way. Swing and a miss on a fastball. And Jose has come in and retired all now 8 that he has faced. And 4 of those via the strikeout. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We'll head to the home half of the 6th, tied at 1. The Sixers and the Storm. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
We are your neighbors. We are your friends. We are Yahaviatam of San Manuel Nation. Yahaviatam. It means people of the pines, but it stands for so much more. This was a name known among our Mariam ancestors long before we would be called the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Yahaviatam. Today, its spirit lives on in all of us. We are stewards of the land. We act on our beliefs to build a brighter future for all. Yahaviatam. This name is our own, spoken in our language and rooted in our traditions. It is forever part of our history. It is the heart and soul of our sovereignty. Yahaviatam. This is who we are. This is who we have always been. We are the people of the pines. We are Yahaviatam of San Manuel Nation.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Well, as we were just talking about, Paul Gervais traded to the Dodgers yesterday. His brother, Will Gervais, comes into the game for the Sixers. So, nice segue there. Gervais was 1-1 with an 11 ERA and 11 outings, 9 innings, 10 hits, 11 strikeouts, 20 walks. Big lefty. And the pitch is fouled back by Cason Wells. Fastball listed at 96 in the in-house gun. Gervais has great stuff. He's 6'9", 250 pounds. Cuts quite a shadow. Although the playing field fully in the shadows now. I don't know if that has anything to do with Will. Next pitch, fouled back. Barrett Kent will get a no decision as he went 5 innings. 3 hits, 1 run. 1 walk, 3 Ks. Wells, who's 0 for 2, awaits in the 1-2 pitch. That misses a little high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield playing the left-handed batting Wells the opposite way. Infield playing him a step to pull. He's grounded out to short and to second. And this pitch misses outside. So the count full to Cason Wells, who's 27-28 in steals. 1-1 our score. Here's the next offering. And that is called strike 3. Ring him up. 96 on the outside corner. Great pitch there. So Zach Evans, who's singled and lined out, will be the batter. Next pitch in there for a strike. No balls, one strike to Evans. Gervais delivers a fastball that's fouled off. Lamar King Jr. on deck. Next pitch fouled back. Oh, 0-2 to Zach Evans. Gervais trying to finish him off. He struck out Cason Wells on a full count pitch. Here's the next offering, and that changeup misses low. 1-1 our score. First two games, each were decided by a single run. I guess in the abstract they all are, but here's the 1-2. Ground ball hit to short. Macias has it, and on the run throws in plenty of time to get his man. And that brings up Lamar King Jr. So King, who has grounded out and struck out, he's 0 for 2. Pitch fouled off. And for Gervais, of note, that's 10 pitches, 7 strikes. If Will Gervais throws strikes consistently, the sky is the limit for this young man. Next pitch, fastball, swung on and missed. And, at the ballpark, you talk to lots of people who work at the ballpark. We're all part of the same traveling circus. But you end up talking to scouts, and they all kind of inch up in their seats watching him pitch. Here's the 0-2, misses high and outside. One and two the count. And a fastball blew it by him at 97 on that in-house gun. Gervais with a 1-2-3 inning, 2 strikeouts, a weak ground out, and an outstanding inning for Gervais. Whew, he does that consistently. Indeed, the sky's the limit. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We have played 6 complete, 1-1 our score. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Catch the best plays from your favorite teams from the comfort of your home with Verizon 5G home internet. Fast, reliable, and perfect for the whole family. Enjoy top plays, games, and interviews. Switch now and experience the home field advantage with Verizon 5G home internet.
Disfruta de las mejores jugadas de tus equipos favoritos desde la comodidad de tu hogar con Verizon 5G Home Internet. La internet residencial rápida y confiable. Perfecta para toda la familia. Vive tus partidos favoritos, jugadas y entrevistas. Cámbiate ahora y aprovecha la ventaja de jugar en casa con Verizon 5G Home Internet.
It's baseball season, and what's the taste of 66ers victory? Mountain cold refreshment. Choose chill this season and pick up Coors Light to celebrate your fandom wherever you are. Coors Light, proud sponsor of the Inland Empire 66ers. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Coors Brewing Company, Golden, Colorado.
Colin Summerhill will lead off for the Sixers against the right-hander, Bernard Jose. And we give he and starter Brian Salazar all the credit in the world. They have covered the innings that missing a starter would have, as a pitch misses outside. Now, obviously, the bullpen's still thin, but they've done a great job. Salazar gave up a run in 3 1/3. In 2 2/3, Jose hasn't allowed a runner. As the next pitch, breaking ball misses outside. 2-1 the count to Summerhill, who doubled off the wall in the second, then flew out to the wall. His next trip up in left, so he's hit the ball well twice. Here's the 2-1, and that ball's lifted in the air to right center. Cason Wells and Kavaris Tears. It's going to be Tears, the right fielder, putting it away. So here's Dario Laverde. Pitch misses high to him. Fastball misses outside. 2-0 the count now to Dario Laverde with Alberto Rios on deck. Sixers and the Storm tied at 1 here in the top of the 7th. Next pitch, swung on and missed. So the count 2-1. Next pitch, misses up and away. Here's the 3-1 offering. And it's popped up. Behind third base into shallow left. Going out is Valentine. Coming in is McCoy. And it's McCoy sliding feet first and making the catch. Might have spiked Valentine as he went by. But McCoy at 200. Well, he's listed. At 260 pounds. And he makes the play. Big fella, getting it done. How would you feel if you're an infielder, though, running out and trying to decide when to peel off with a 260-pound freight train coming in hard on that ball? Valentine didn't flinch. But a good player retires. Dario Laverde. So with 2 outs, Alberto Rios takes the strike. Next pitch, fouled back. So a strike away from 3 2/3 perfect innings of relief for Bernard Jose. Jose is not a big guy. He is listed at 5'11", but that seems wishful. As a breaking ball misses outside. King wanted the call, but it was off the plate. I would say that seems aspirational. 5'11". Next pitch, that breaker misses away. Here's the next offering, and that slider swung on and missed. Rios down on strike. Sixers down in order again, as that indeed is 3 2/3 perfect innings of work from Bernard Jose. He has been lights out in this one. We'll head to the home half of the 7th. We remain tied at 1. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
We are your neighbors. We are your friends. We are Yahaviatam of San Manuel Nation. Yahaviatam. It means people of the pines, but it stands for so much more. This was a name known among our Mariam ancestors long before we would be called the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Yahaviatam. Today, its spirit lives on in all of us. We are stewards of the land. We act on our beliefs to build a brighter future for all. Yahaviatam. This name is our own, spoken in our language and rooted in our traditions. It is forever part of our history. It is the heart and soul of our sovereignty. Yahaviatam. This is who we are. This is who we have always been. We are the people of the pines. We are Yahaviatam of San Manuel Nation.
Right here, right now, Toyota Red.
Celebrate your independence with huge savings on all 2025 Toyotas during our Independence Sales Event. With all 2025 Camry LE hybrids, just $309 per month with only $29.99 due at signing when you lease for 36 months with your easy Toyota of Redlands credit approval and finance through Toyota Financial Services. Hurry in today or go to toyotaofredlands.com for details and save.
Toyota of Redlands now.
Kavares Tears leads off here in the bottom of the 7th inning in a 1-1 game for the Storm. And back to work for the Sixers is Will Gervais. And his first pitch misses inside. Gervais had a perfect 6th. So, granted, Bernard Jose's done the heavy lifting of that, 3 2/3 innings. But the bullpens for either side haven't allowed a base runner. Next pitch misses high. Hasn't been a base runner in this game since, as a matter of fact, the 4th inning. 2 balls and no strikes to Kavares Tears. And that pitch jams him, and it's a grounder hit to third. Harold Cole is up with it. He'll throw across the diamond, and Kavares Tears is retired. Here's Cale Fountain, who's walked and singled. Fountain taking ball 1. Here's the pitch. Misses outside. Here's the 2-0. That misses away. Close pitch. Here's the 3-0 on the way. And that is low. Close pitch, but it's a 1-out walk. So Fountain is second walk of the game. He's also singled, so he's 1 for 1. And he has that stolen base. You got to imagine he'd be looking to steal here. Fastball in there for a strike to B.Y. Choi. Good pitch by Gervais. Next pitch. That is on the outside corner. Oh, 0-2 the count to Choi. Runner going. Pitch is taken for a ball. The throw almost hits Gervais. And safe is found. Alberto Rios. That ball slipped out of his hand. The pitch was up and away. And the ball hit the top of the mound, and Gervais had to duck out of the way, roll out of the way of it. So another steal for Fountain. The go-ahead runs in scoring position. So Gervais steps off the rubber. That was a bit of a circus, but at the end of the day, it ends up a stolen base. And the pitch fouled back. So the count 1-2 remains. One and two the count. Next pitch. Breaking ball, misses high. Two balls, two strikes with one out. A go-ahead runner at second, and here's a ground ball hit past Macias and into left. A base hit, and that'll break the tie. So a walk, and the Sixers' inability to stop the running game as B.Y. Choi puts one on the ground, but Macias was cheating up the middle and couldn't get to that one. It's a number of hits tonight where the Sixers have really overplayed on the pull side, and ball's been hit to the behind them. So credit those hitters. Here's Alex McCoy on an RBI single. Here comes Dave Stapleton. That's going to do it for Gervais. So we have a pitching change. It's 2-1 in favor of the Storm in the bottom of the seventh. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Did you know you can save 3 lives with just 1 blood donation? When you give blood at LifeStream Blood Bank, your donation goes to local patients at your area hospital. The need for blood is constant. Without blood donors, hospitals would not have the products they need for life-saving treatments. Find your nearest LifeStream location by visiting lstream.org or calling 800-TRY-GIVING. Will you save a life today?
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
Catch the best plays from your favorite teams from the comfort of your home with Verizon 5G home internet. Fast, reliable, and perfect for the whole family. Enjoy top plays, games, and interviews. Switch now and experience the home field advantage with Verizon 5G home internet.
Disfruta de las mejores jugadas de tus equipos favoritos desde la comodidad de tu hogar con Verizon 5G Home Internet. La internet residencial rápida y confiable. Perfecta para toda la familia. Vive tus partidos favoritos, jugadas y entrevistas. Cámbiate ahora y aprovecha la ventaja de jugar en casa con Verizon 5G Home Internet.
Alex McCoy will be the batter and the new pitcher for the Sixers, right-hander Nixon Encarnacion, who's 0-1 with a 6.48 ERA in 20 games, 33 1/3 innings, 35 hits, 39 Ks, 34 walks. There goes the runner. The pitch is taken for a ball, and Choi steals on a one-hop throw, so another man in scoring position. 2-1 here in the bottom of the seventh in favor of the Storm. That's 4 bases tonight. So the Storm are 10 for 10 in steals against Rios in this series. Here's the 1-0. Fastball misses inside. Next pitch. Misses low. Three balls and no strikes. Here's the offering, and that misses to McCoy for ball 4. So runners at first and second with 1 out. The batter will be Yendry Rojas. So, Yendry Rojas, he's struck out. He's grounded out to second. And that pitch misses low and inside. Out goes Rios to talk to Encarnacion. The Sixers trailing 2-1. Their 5-game win streak, which is their longest win streak of the season. It matches their longest win streak of the season. But they'll need to be having late inning heroics to come back in this one. And here in the bottom of the seventh, the run in to break the 1-1 tie. It's 2-1 Storm. They have runners at first and second. Choi's at second, McCoy at first. And Yendry Rojas, the batter. And Encarnacion's breaking ball misses just outside. 2-0 the count. Here is the 2-0. And a fastball in there for a strike. Here's the 2-1. Fouled out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The runner at second is Choi. At first is McCoy. Sixers looking for a ground ball, turn 2. Here's the pitch. And that is called strike 3. Nasty breaking ball. And instead of a ground ball, he gets a nasty cold third strike for out number 2. And the batter will be Chase Valentine, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Not sure. Umpires are waiting to... Oh, looks like we have a pinch hitter, Colton Vincent, coming up. So Vincent, the pinch hitter, right-handed hitter, and he can't check his swing on that breaking ball. Vincent, who's batting 168, no homers, 11 runs batted in. Seen pinch hitters in this game A couple of them last night for the Storm. You wonder, Eric Young, who's now in the kind of the, as the next pitch swung on miss. For Young, he'd been the manager a couple years ago, but now he's in kind of an overarching minor league role in the Padres chain. And I think he might be sending up pinch hitters because he wants to take a look at guys. 0-2 the count. Encarnacion delivers. And a fastball blew it by him. And down on strikes goes Colton Vincent. And a nice job by Encarnacion coming in and getting it done. But a run on just one hit. There were no errors. And 2 men left aboard. We'll head to the 8th. Sixers trail 2-1. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Attention baseball fans. Are you ready to catch all the action at the Inland Empire 66ers game in San Bernardino? Make getting to the game as easy as catching a fly ball with Omnitrans, your affordable and convenient public transportation in San Bernardino. And here's the best part. When you ride Omnitrans to the game, you can score free tickets for the exciting Home Run Hills section at the stadium. Omnitrans proudly partners with the 66ers to make sure you can catch all the thrills without breaking the bank. So hop on board with Omnitrans and cheer on the Inland Empire 66ers. It's the perfect way to score big without any hassle. Omnitrans, your ride to the game. Visit omnitrans.org for more information.
66ers fans can now be a part of the Route 66 crew. Members of the Route 66 crew get exclusive fan merchandise, can attend exciting fan events, and enjoy the game from our new cool zone. Route 66 crew members get all this and much more at a great price. Call 909-888-9922 and ask about a Route 66 crew membership. Again, the number to call, 909-888-9922.
Well, Bernard Jose is out of the ball game after 3 2/3 perfect baseball, 5 strikeouts. So he'll give way to Vicarte Domingo, who took the loss. Oh, I'm sorry, he did not take the loss. He had a blown save on Tuesday. Gave up 4 runs, struggled. The loss actually went to Johan Moreno. But it will be Caleb Ketchup that is facing Domingo, who's 1-2 with a 4.25 ERA in 28 outings. And Ketchup shows bunt, pulls back, and takes the pitch low. But Domingo on Tuesday went 2/3 of an inning, gave up 4 runs on 1 hit. Sixers took the lead while he was in, then Storm tied the game, and then the Sixers got the lead back after, as the next pitch swung on and missed. So the count 1-2. Ketchup 0 for 2, strikeout and a ground out. Top of the order after that, as this pitch breaking ball, chopped foul. Steve went with you. We're in the top of the 8th inning. A look at the big league scoreboard now. A quiet day in the big leagues in terms of games, as the next pitch swung on and missed, partly maybe why there were so many deals today. All the GMs had no games to watch. Ketchup down on strikes for round number 1. But a ball game that's still in action. They're going to the bottom of the 5th in Seattle. The Mariners lead the Rangers 1-0. A final in New York. The Yankees beat the Rays 7-4. As Johan Macias, batting left-handed, takes that pitch inside for a ball. And in 10 innings, the Braves beat the Reds 12-11. The win to former Storm Pierce Johnson. Little tapper back to the mound. Domingo has it. He'll flip it to first after jogging that way. Quickly 2 down here, and the batter will be Mitchell Daly. So Christian Moore's evening is done. He went 1 for 3. Daly last night had a sacrifice bunt for the Sixers. That was in the 10th inning. It was a big play for the Sixers. So Daly comes in, batting .196 in 18 games with Inland Empire. No runs, 5 hits. And the pitch from Domingo is inside for a ball. So one will assume that Daly will play third and Harold Cole will move over to second, but wait and see. Next pitch misses high. Two balls and no strikes. Here's the pitch, and that's popped up, straight up. The catcher, King, is under it and will make the catch. And that retires the side. A foul out to the catcher. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We will head to the home half of the 8th. It is 2-1 Storm. Stay with us. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Celebrate the history of our national pastime at the National Baseball Hall of Fame and Museum in Cooperstown. See priceless treasures that'll bring your baseball memories to life. Connect with events that have shaped and changed the game and our country. Our stories to tell, your memories to share. Plan your visit today at baseballhall.org.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Right here, right now, Toyota Red.
Celebrate your independence with huge savings on all 2025 Toyotas during our Independence Sales Event. With all 2025 Tacoma SR5 gas models, just $269 per month with only $39.99 due at signing when you lease for 36 months with your easy Toyota of Redlands credit approval and finance through Toyota Financial Services. Hurry in today or go to ToyotaofRedlands.com for details and save.
Toyota of Redlands now.
We head to the bottom of the 8th looking for insurance or the Lake Elsinore Storm batters, and it'll be top of the order. Cason Wells, Zach Evans, and Lamar King Jr. facing Nixon and Carnacion. Got time as the balls come onto the field and right. Wells 0 for 3, Evans 1 for 3, and King 0 for 3. In the Cal League scoreboard tonight, bottom of the 5th in Fresno, Rancho Cucamonga leads Fresno 3-0. As a fastball misses inside. San Jose leads Stockton 5-1. That's in San Jose. And they're headed to the 7th in Visalia. Visalia 2, Modesto 1. Here's the 1-0, and that misses inside. 2-0 the count to Wells. Here's the 2-0. This is, no, cold strike. Wow. Sixers will take it. Next pitch. This is low and inside. Three balls, one strike. That pitch misses as well. And so Wells, who's a incredibly efficient and successful base stealer, 27 out of 28, draws a leadoff walk in a one-run game in the bottom of the eighth. And Zach Evans, who's 1 for 3, will be the batter. There goes the runner, and the pitch is off the glove of Rios. So it's a stolen base regardless. But Rios didn't catch it. Now we have a balk, and Encarnacion just balked the runner to third. So a leadoff walk, a stolen base without a throw, and then a balk as a runner at third base in a one-run game here in the bottom of the eighth. Sixers haven't had a base runner offensively since the third inning, so they've kept it close, but pitch is in there for a strike to Zach Evans. And here's a ball to the screen. So that is all Case and Wells, or should I say Case and Wells, exploiting the Sixers. Just meltdown right there. A leadoff walk, stolen base where the pitch was not a bad one, was completely dropped. A balk and then a wild pitch. Here's the 2-1 to Evans. That misses high and outside. So 3-1 in favor of Lake Elsinore now. And that misses high and outside. Back-to-back walks. Lamar King Jr. will be the batter. So Lamar King Jr. 0 for 3, a ground out and a pair of strikeouts. As that pitch swung on and missed. Next offering, Sales high. So the count 1-1. One ball, one strike. Nobody out. A man on, a run in. It's 3-1 Storm. Has a big swing and a miss there. The count 1-2. Fastball from Encarnacion. Sixers bullpen's quiet. Here's the 1-2 on the way. And that is lifted to right field where Ruiz is there towards the line making the catch. We're out number one. With a runner at first and a one out. The batter will be Kavaris Tears, who's 0 for 3. So Tears awaits. And the pitch. This is inside. 1-0 the count. pitch. That misses low. Here's the next offering. That's lifted into shallow left where Caleb Ketchup will camp and put it away. 2 down for Cale Fountain now, who is 1 for 1. He has singled. He's walked twice. He's stolen 2 bases. He scored 2 runs, so he's been very productive. So Fountain stands in. Runner's going. Pitch is taken for a strike, and Rios can't handle the exchange. Little bobble there. So another stolen base. Evans is in scoring position. Next pitch misses outside. Here's the next pitch, fouled back. So the count 1-2. The 1-2 pitch on the way to Fountain. Check swing, he can't hold up on a breaking ball. Rios will apply the tag. And the side retired, but a run on no hits, no errors, and 1 left. But in a 1-run game, a walk, stolen base, balk, and wild pitch brings in an insurance run. We'll take a break and come back with the 9th. It's 3-1 Storm. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
Attention baseball fans. Are you ready to catch all the action at the Inland Empire 66ers game in San Bernardino? Make getting to the game as easy as catching a fly ball with Omnitrans, your affordable and convenient public transportation in San Bernardino. And here's the best part. When you ride Omnitrans to the game, you can score free tickets for the exciting Home Run Hills section at the stadium. Omnitrans proudly partners with the 66ers to make sure you can catch all the thrills without breaking the bank. So hop on board with Omnitrans and cheer on the Inland Empire 66ers. It's the perfect way to score big without any hassle. Omnitrans, your ride to the game. Visit omnitrans.org for more information.
What a game! The crowd's buzzing and we all agree. You've earned a cool cup of Minnie Mouse ice cream with flavors like cookies and cream, rainbow ice, and cotton candy. It's the ultimate ballpark treat. So grab a spoon and make every moment a home run at San Manuel Stadium, home of your Inland Empire 66ers. Minnie Mouse ice cream, spoonfuls of fun.
Folks, they've mastered the challenge of fast, delicious dining, offering takeout or dine-in so you can enjoy that unbeatable taste without the wait. That's what makes One Pollo stand out. With 25 locations across Southern California, still serving up the same secret recipe. Come taste the tradition that's been perfecting rotisserie chicken for over 40 years at One Pollo. As we get ready to go here in the 9th, a reminder also that if you're looking for a school that sees your child's individual talents and strengths, Ballington Academy is a free charter school in San Bernardino that does just that, with full-day transitional kinder and kindergarten, art and robotics classes for all students in an after-school program. Ballington Academy will ensure your child shines. Their transitional kindergarten to 5th grade program has child-centered strategies that have delivered outstanding academic results. Call or visit their website today. Spots are limited. So back to work goes Vicarte Domingo, and he'll face Rowdy Rodriguez, and the first pitch misses low. A run for the Sixers, who have not had a base runner since the third inning. Rowdy Rodriguez, he doubled, went to third on a throwing error, and then the Sixers' offense evaporated and has remained dormant as the next pitch in there for a strike. So it is 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Sixers, 3 runs, 4 hits, and 2 errors for the Storm. Next pitch, that is inside for a ball. 2-1 the count now. Here's the next pitch. Rodriguez lifts this one in the air to right center. Pretty well struck. Going back is Cason Wells, and at the wall, he'll make the catch. Rodriguez gives it a ride, but into the teeth of the wind. And that is out number 1. It's 18 consecutive batters retired. Here's Harold Cole, who has walked and then struck out twice. Next pitch, chopped foul. Well, a depleted Storm team came out. The bullpen pitched beautifully, has utterly dominated Inland Empire tonight. The Sixers on a 5-game winning streak, but haven't made much more than a whimper tonight. Here's the 0-1. That is on the outside corner. Next pitch, that is hammered to center field. Wells racing back, though. Still going back, and he gets to that one. Boy, Cole hit that ball on the button, but it is a big center field, and Wells able to run it down. Sixers down to their final out. That's 19 consecutive batters retired. Cole's hit hard, though, as was Rodriguez's. Those were both hit very well. Here's Jorge Ruiz, who's hit into a double play and struck out twice. And he hits a ground ball to the right side. And up with it is Rojas. He'll throw to first. And that is the final out, and has Ruiz 0 for his last 9. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. The final 20 batters in a row retired by the Storm, who win it 3-1 over the Sixers tonight. We'll come back with the Javier post-game show. You're listening to 66ers Baseball.
We are your neighbors. We are your friends. We are your Javier of San Manuel Nation. Your Javier, it means people of the pines, but it stands for so much more. This was a name known among our Mayan ancestors long before we would be called the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians. Yohaviatum. Today, its spirit lives on in all of us. We are stewards of the land. We act on our beliefs to build a brighter future for all. Yohaviatum. This name is our own, spoken in our language and rooted in our traditions. It is forever part of our history. It is the heart and soul of our sovereignty. Yohaviatum. This is who we are. This is who we have always been. We are the people of the pines. We are Yohaviatum of San Manuel Nation.
Hey fans, catch the excitement of minor league baseball with the Bally Sports Live app. Watch your favorite team or scout the top prospects. Every game live all season long.
Strike 3! You're out!
Plus, stream the Savannah Bananas and emerging fight sports to keep the action going. Best of all, it's totally free. No credit card required. Download the Bally Sports Live app today on your phone or connected device.
We welcome you back to the Javier post-game show as the Sixers fall in this one 3-1. And 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and 4 left on for Inland Empire, who didn't have a base runner in this game after a 1 out in the third inning. 3 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 5 left on for Lake Elsinore. Bernard Jose was perfect through 3 2/3 innings. And so Jose out of the pen gets the win. He's 2-2 on the season. The loss to Will Gervais, he's 1-2. He allowed just 1 run, but an inning and a third. And then Vicarte Domingo picks up his 4th save. Time of the game, 2 hours and 16 minutes in front of 1,360 fans. No home runs in this game, only 1 extra base hit. That was by the Sixers. So Sixers' 5-game win streak comes to an end. It is now 36-63 on the season overall, and in the second half now 18-15. Lake Elsinore is now 46-53 overall, 17-16 in the second half. We'll take a break and come back with more as the Sixers fall 3-1 here in Lake Elsinore tonight. You're listening to the Javier Town postgame show.
This summer, we're going from minor league baseball to major fun. Whether you're just stopping by or looking for that Grand Slam getaway, Wyndham rewards everyone. Start earning points on your next qualified by Wyndham hotel stay and redeem them for minor league baseball tickets and experiences all summer long. Not a Wyndham Rewards member? Join for free at WyndhamRewards.com. Restrictions apply. Visit WyndhamRewards.com for more details.
Catch the best plays from your favorite teams from the comfort of your home with Verizon 5G home internet. Fast, reliable, and perfect for the whole family. Enjoy top plays,